Hey everybody, welcome to your weekly energy update, and we're looking at the week of October 30th through November 6th, though these are all timeless. So if you do come across this outside that time frame, trust your intuition that it brought you here, and there are definitely messages for you. Now, we are looking at here coming out of the solar eclipse of the new moon in Scorpio last week on October 25th. And then we're right in the middle of the eclipse because we're headed off into the lunar eclipse for that full moon in Taurus that is coming up on November 8th. So we've got this lunar eclipse energy, the solar eclipse energy we're coming off of and going into. An eclipse is all about change. It's all about movement and almost like oddity. What is happening? Because usually the sun is shining beautiful, bright in the sky, but then a solar eclipse comes and we're like, what's happening? What's moving in front of the sun? Where did the sun go? And same thing with the lunar eclipses at night. The moon, beautiful in the sky. Wait, what's happening? Why is it dimming? Why did it disappear? Oh, there it is. It's coming back. And so it is about these changes that are happening. And I do want to try something different for a couple months maybe, but when there's a full moon and a new moon, during those weeks I do the full moon and new moon alerts and talk about the moon energy and how it's impacting us, and we pull cards according to that. But in the off weeks, in addition to talking about any kind of planetary effects that Spirit wants us to know about, I'm also going to have themes for the 2 off weeks. 1 week will be like love and relationships and what's going on with our heart, and then the other will be life purpose, career, our worth, and what's going on with that. So for this one, we are going to focus on the life purpose and career and worth subject, asking with all this lunar energy, all this eclipse energy, what does Creator and Spirit want us to know about our life purpose, our worth, our careers? That's changing. Of course, I pull cards for each individual zodiac sign, so we'll jump into your sign right now. All right, Capricorns, this is your weekly energy update, and we're going to start off by pulling a card here from the Cosmic Journey Oracle. And all the cards I use in a reading, I do list in the description box below. So if any of them catch your eye and you want them for yourself, you know where you can pick those up. All right, so let's give these a shuffle and let's see. What does the Creator want all of you Capricorns to know? So Capricorn, what does the Creator want you to know about your life purpose, your career, your self-worth? There we go. And let's see what message comes in. You got the Soul Giraffe. I love it. Card number 7. These are very special cards. They have a special place in the back of the book. So let's take a look here and see what the Soul Giraffe is bringing you. So this is all about vision and grace, higher vantage points, and seeing obstacles, right? From a giraffe's point of view. It says the Soul Giraffe is here to help you with your grander vision to allow you to see higher and farther. The long neck of the Soul Giraffe gives you an elevated view of what's on the horizon, as well as another vantage point of the big capital B, capital I, capital G picture. We're also reminded that perhaps we cannot label something as good or bad, right or wrong, unless we can see the full picture. The giraffe gracefully glides along the path, spotting what others cannot. So potential questions that you can ask the Soul Giraffe is, if I could see higher and farther, what would I see? And then you can ask, what is on the horizon for the situation? Number 3 is, instead of the low-hanging fruit, what if I went for the lofty fruit? Number 4, what might be within my grasp if I went higher in my thinking or viewpoint? And the last question is, what danger is up ahead that I haven't seen yet? So we'll see what, of course, also comes through this. through the other cards, but I really feel like this is a nudge regarding your life purpose and your worth and your career about, limiting yourself, thinking small of yourself, and that you're being nudged to see yourself as bigger, as higher, and the dreams and the things that you can accomplish as much higher as well. So we'll take a look here look at these Dreamers cards, and let's take a look and see what else Creator and Spirit would like all of you Capricorn to know. Okay. So what else for our Capricorns, please? What else would you like our Capricorns to know? Okay. I do want that one right there. And you've got, I know that for every door that life closes, a new one opens around the corner. I am optimistic. So this is great. So this combination here is telling you that when things, it's like the Tower card in the tarot, which is what we'll look at next, is this energy of knowing that when something is removed out of your life, it is being removed to make space for something new. It's, relationship wise, it's like if you have a reserved seat with someone's reserved name on it, no one else will ever sit at that table. But if you remove that reservation, it opens up for someone to sit there. Or like if you're currently in a job that you're working 80 hours a week, getting paid for 40, then you don't have time to search for the job or the career or the vacation that's your life purpose. And so we get fired and you're like, oh, what happened? And it's like, well, now you have the time to do it, whereas you wouldn't before. And so the optimistic, viewpoint, looking and understanding that whatever comes into your life happens for you, and whatever is removed from your life also happens for you. So we'll see here. We're going to use the Light Seers Tarot and see what else Spirit would like you to know around the situation here. Okay, so you got card already wanting to come out. All right, so that'll be there. What else for our Capricorn, please? Okay, these over here. This one is for right here. What else, please? Okay, I do want to that one there, that one here, and then this one goes here. Okay, I actually want you to have two there, so we will do that. Make a little extra space there for it. All right, and we will start with this one over here. Yeah, the King of Pentacles. So this is a great card. The King of Pentacles is about your outside world and your abundance and your wholeness. And one of the big things that the King of Pentacles learns is that when he defined himself by the things of the outside world, that his worth felt very, very unstable, because we're told to look in like three different areas: relationships, situations, and things. Well, relationships are unstable because people change or they pass away, right? Situations like jobs, career, education, social status, situations we can get ourselves into that happen in our life, those are always changing. They don't stay the same our entire lives, right? And then also our bodies, our possessions, our bank accounts, those things break down, deteriorate, are stolen, blow up, burn down, which when we define ourselves by all that, our worth feels unstable because those things are unstable. But the king learns that after enough disappointment in the outside world, he did turn inward into his heart. Inward and upward is where he found something that is stable, that is eternal, which is the unconditional love of the higher realms. One, of course, is eternal, and that what can be more stable than something eternal, and unconditional, which means there's nothing you can do to lose it and nothing you have to do to earn it. So he turns inward and he finds that stability in his life, and then he fills up and he feels this wholeness and this completeness, knowing he has everything he needs inside of him, and everything else on the outside is just extra. It's you find your meal, you find your dessert inside of you, and then everything on the outside is second, third, fourth dessert, fifth dessert, sixth dessert. You're like, you know what, I'm full. I really don't need all that, but I'll take it, for now. But if I don't have it, I'm okay too. And that's what transition happens here. This is the new perspective that you're able to see things from. Yeah, because here's the Justice card. So balancing out of your small t truths of the human world that are rooted in the fear of losing conditional love, and then the higher truths, those that are rooted in unconditional love. And she holds the Ace of Swords here, which does allow her to connect with those higher truths and reflect on things, but it also allows her to cut away those thoughts and those beliefs that no longer serve her. So those perspectives that are limiting the view, limiting yourself and making you feel small, well. And then you do have the Ace of Swords. That comes in here to say, yes, you're moving to higher levels in your beliefs and your thoughts. And you definitely are in your head, which is very Capricorn. You have a lot of thoughts, a lot of, mental energies that you put around things, and really focus in on the logic and the communication and a lot of those things too. So you do have this getting into the supposed to's and the shoulds and the need to's and the have to's, and you enjoy doing that and sorting things out. So you are definitely having new perspectives that are coming in here. And then you have the Moon card. Yep. So the Moon is about the unknown, diving deep into your emotions as well. And the Moon energy is about cycles and about timing. But more so for you, it's the emotional piece. It's the connecting, trusting your intuition, that not only is it your head that matters. Like it said, you go inward and upward in your emotions, connect to the higher realms, and you understand the two sides of things in life. So I kind of feel like the Moon energy too is about you stepping away, like the High Priestess does, who gets away from a lot of all the blah, 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 blah of the outside world to really understand and get into this perspective, because in the quietness, you're able to see that more clearly. Yeah, and then you have the Nine of Cups. So yeah, I was thinking, you add 8 and 1 and 9 with the Moon, you get the Hermit energy of turning inward, right? And then you have the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment, but it is the 9 where you're turning inward for your emotional fulfillment. And this is the energy that you feel when you connect with your emotions, when you're connecting to the unconditional love from above. It's freedom. There are no restrictions. It's like a little puppy who's been kept in their little, I'm going to say cage. I can't think of the word right now. I tell you, I probably need more coffee. But they're little kennel all day long. And then you get home and you let them out and they're like, oh my God, they just want to run and they pee a little because they're so excited and they want to run out in the fields or run out in the backyard and like, woohoo. And this is the kind of energy that comes in because you're separating yourself from that cage of old limiting beliefs and those thoughts that were keeping you small. Yeah, and then you have the Ace of Wands. So yeah, you definitely have the drive, the ambition, the passion, the energy that comes in, new creativity. Just definitely all that energy that you have, that you were investing in maintaining your old ways of thinking, and that smallness. Now you have this unbridled energy because all those thoughts and all those beliefs that you were trying to obey, trying to fulfill, all those supposed to's and shoulds and need to's and have to's and musts. Now you have all that energy that returns back to you, and the beautiful third eye is activated. Again, this nudge to connect to the higher realms for your connection to that love, that unconditional love from above. Let's take a look here at your 2 cards here. Wow, yeah. So I see why these wanted to come out together. You have the Page of Pentacles, which is new opportunities opening up in the outside world. And you also have the Queen of Wands, she has the Ace of Wands here. And it allows you to really, it's a lot like the magician energy, where you're able to just fine tune where you're pointing your energy and what you're wanting to do with it, and you make things happen. Also, you can see the black cat on her lap there, which represents the water element that the Queen of Wands also carries, because the queens roll over their own suit, which she rolls over fire, but all the queens are also given water, so she's half water, half fire, and that water element allows her to connect to the higher realms and that eye in the sky. So when you have decisions to make and things that have to unfold, with these opportunities that are coming up, if you have a fork in the road, you just take a deep breath, step in, connect to the higher realms, and go, okay, which one's for my highest experience? And then you're going to get your gut instinct, you're going to get answers, and it's going to be a no-brainer of the decisions that you have to make coming up. So I'm loving this for you. This higher perspective is definitely going to be worth the investment. And then your final card is going to be from the You Are Awesome deck. We're just going to see what the final message the Creator has for all of you Capricorns. So for our Capricorns, what's your final message? Okay, they do want this one right here. And you have, I may be stressed, sleep deprived, and anxious, but I'm still a unicorn. And this is great because, it's like all this stuff that you've been trying to do before, you're like, oh my gosh, this is where I'm at. But when you connect, I kind of feel like this is your Ace of Swords. Your Ace of Wands. That is in your third eye. That's what unicorns have. And when you connect to that, then you don't feel stressed, you don't feel sleep deprived, and you don't feel anxious. It transforms into a whole new magical being, not a tired, old, stressed out unicorn. So you do have this energy coming in here, this beautiful, beautiful energy, and this new viewpoint, seeing things from a higher perspective, seeing that you can have bigger dreams and that you don't have to limit yourself. And I love where you're headed with all of this. Now, if you are looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these weekly energy updates, I also put out monthly readings for each individual zodiac sign and a few other types of videos throughout the month. If you don't want to miss out on any of those and get notified immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button, and then by clicking the subscribe button, you're given access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, there is an option for all. And if you select that, 1, you'll be notified of any new videos that come out on this channel. And 2, you'll be notified when I go live to provide free readings on YouTube. I know I go every single day on YouTube to provide readings, and then also twice on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. So if you haven't stopped by to check it out yet, I'd love to see you and see if we can get a free reading in there for you. Now, all the stuff I mentioned also helps spread the Zen Love, and it does help my channel grow in significant ways, because when you like or share one of my videos, comment on one of my videos, subscribe to my channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so excited it wants to automatically share these videos with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, please know I am very, very grateful for that. And these are general readings. If you're looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings currently, and all that information is listed in the description box of the video below. All right, all you Capricorns, as you go through this amazing, heightened perspective, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing week. We'll be talking soon. And in the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.